Strange things can often play on our minds. Knowing that our eyes are telling us something that all logic tend to disagree with can often be one of the hardest things to comprehend. Here are 10 strange and unexplained moments that were caught on camera. Let's begin. Number 10. What are your thoughts on this short clip that is described as only pretty spooky? Captured on a Ring doorbell home system, we see an empty neighborhood street at night. That is, until we see a cloaked figure wearing a heavy coat come walking by. The strange part isn't the fact that they look almost transparent at the start, but also the bizarre phenomenon involving their feet. As we hear the person playing the video also narrates about the odd number of feet.
Some freaky stuff. 3, 2, 1, flip your phone. My in-laws are from Colorado visiting my wife and I for Thanksgiving. We're in Madison, Wisconsin, and their ring alarm went off. And look at this, okay? I'm gonna play this video up to here. It's 44 seconds long, so I can't play the full 60. But watch. Now you don't see anybody walking. I'm gonna rewind it. Okay, look. When we back it up, we see this person or whatever it is come in frame. It looks like a person. Fast forward a little bit more, I'm gonna zoom in. Whatever this is has 4 legs. Look at that, what is that? But we back it up, okay? Press play. It's not there, it's not on camera. But we do this, what is this? Somebody tell us, video editors, somebody with experience, what is this? We're about to call Ring and give them some shit. Okay, this is freaky. 2020, COVID, political, whatever this is.
We see that when the video is paused at the right time, there was a particularly unsettling number of feet for one person. A camera glitch or something more. Number 9. Why is his head moving? That is the question being asked, and admittedly, a very valid one indeed, when paired with the context of the video. Many people claim to see the stuffed animal moving. If you look ever so slightly, you can make out some subtle movement as its head tilts forward. People have stated that they think it's possessed. Do you agree, or is it all just in our head? Number 8. TikTok user Valeria Eros, who is best known for makeup tutorials of horror and scary themed creations, posted a video that was beyond creepy. Not for the outstanding ability to bring nightmares to life with cosmetics, but a true story she had involving a mirror.
So before I get into the story, you need to know that I have a little sister who at the time of this happening was 5 years old, now she's 6. And she does not speak any English, we only speak Russian at home. So one day I was doing some digital art on my laptop and I was drawing a really creepy picture of a really creepy lady because I was in a spooky mood. My sister runs into my room and asks me what I'm doing. I tell her I'm drawing and she asks to see. I tell her no because it's too scary and you're too little. She rips out the computer out of my hand and looks at it anyways. After that, she looks at me and says, "That's not scary at all." So I'm like, "Really?" And she says, "Yeah, it looks just like the girl in the mirror." So I'm like, okay, she's a kid, she has a crazy imagination, this can't be real. So I'm like, okay, like tell me more. She's like, yeah, this girl was talking to me. So I'm like, oh, okay, she's making it up. I'm like, okay, what was she saying? She looks at me dead in the eye and says, I don't know, she spoke English. I never finished the drawing, but that's what I had at the time.
Number 7. Despite these types of phenomenon being debunked and questioned as to whether they are paranormal in nature or not, recently, another video of haunted playground equipment has surfaced. This video, however, stands out as being just a bit creepier than the rest. It could be for the dark, foreboding ambiance, or the almost silent swinging back and forth motion. But this has all the makings of an opening scene from a horror movie. Number 6. Have you ever wondered if there could be things all around you that you simply just can't see? If this video is to be believed, then we might all have cause for concern. One live panel discussion on the UK's ITV channel, one of the guests doesn't notice an orb fly right up to him and then disappears. The tiny ball of light comes in from the left-hand side of the screen, making a few twists then appears to go straight into his head where it disappears. After seeing the clip online, some were quick to say that it was the lens flare, while others think it was simply dust reflecting light. What do you think it was? And does something like this make you question things? Even turn around this very moment to see what might be hovering just beside you. Number 5. Security cameras at this school in rural India captured something that made the internet erupt in questions. The last bench in the room suddenly slides backwards all by itself. The students sitting in the front were clearly startled, and rightfully so, made a very quick exit. We see a shadowy form grab it and move it backwards. Real or fake? Number 4. Imagine being in the car behind this ambulance and seeing this sight. It is something that comes out from the depths of your bad dreams. A moment that will fill your head with so many questions after the initial shock has worn off. It looks like a white figure with a ghostly appearance, looking out from the inside. Some people have said that it looks like the Grim Reaper sitting down for a ride-along with his next ward he is about to carry across the threshold. Number 3. If you are a person who is easily unsettled, then you might want to skip this one. Posted to TikTok and enjoying almost infamous status in many circles, this clip is held as definitive proof of reptilian shapeshifters. For others, they say it lets the world see that the thing we call reality is only a simulation. Either way, this is simply strange and disturbing. We see some people sitting at a table with some food in front of them. The person in the center is clearly the main point of focus when it happens. The hands of someone just off screen grabs his nose and pulls down, causing the man's face to warp and deform. It's as if he is wearing a false face and quickly reaches to adjust his disguise. Number 2. Here is another scary video from TikTok, but things don't go just as we expected to. We see the woman taking a selfie video in the darkness, but when the lights go up and we see it, the sight is a truly chilling one. Is that a person? The ghoulish face appears to be looking directly into the camera, as she is completely unaware that someone or something is lurking in the dark behind her.
This was a selfie taken on the first night in this girl's vacation home. At first glance, everything looks normal. Once the lighting is increased, you can see something odd behind her. There is clearly a disembodied head of a young girl behind her on the floor. Once you zoom in for a closer look, you can clearly see this. This is not pareidolia, folks. That is clearly a disembodied head of a young girl. Somebody tell me what's going on in this photo. We're not alone.
Number 1. Here we are at the end of the list, and we have something definitely interesting. In mid-November of 2020, a tall, silver, shining metal monolith was discovered in the desert in southeastern Utah, which prompted theories of alien placement and drew determined hikers to its secret location. A week later, the mysterious structure had vanished, bearing a striking resemblance to the mysterious monolith in the famous opening scene of 2001: A Space Odyssey. The Utah oddity stands at nearly double human height, is structurally stable, and is seemingly wrapped in a stainless steel object. Obviously, many went in search of the mysterious monolith and found it. For these people, they managed to find it along with something else. In the video they posted to TikTok, a creepy alien creature was hiding just off in the background, looking at them, completely unaware to them at the time. For how shocking compelling the footage was, however, the internet wasn't as convinced. Many people saying that the girl in the video was trying her best to hide her smile because she was in on the entire thing. Others commented on the obvious look of the creature, comparing it at best to a cheap horror movie monster costume. What do you think of this?
Ayo, guess who just drove 15 hours just to find out the monolith's not even here anymore? Ayo, guess who just drove 15 hours just to find out the monolith's not even here anymore? Ayo, guess who just drove 15 hours just to find out the monolith's not even here anymore?
I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe if you aren't already. I've been your host, the Gaming Doctor ZA. This is the Sandbox, and I'll see you next time.